Here's everything you need to know about the fairy event. First off, as you can tell, the Seed Shop has a new tier called the Friendship Shop, in which you can unlock by giving Sam food. Beware that once you feed him, you have to wait for 24 hours before you can feed him again. That's why I highly suggest cooking him either prismatic or a transcendent food, in which you can do by first completing the achievement in your garden guide first to get this cooking kit. But most of these recipes requires you to have Bone Blossom to get the transcendent rarity. But I have a secret for that: 5 sugar apples. Next one is the Garden Ascension. You have to sacrifice all of your shekels as long as it is more than 1 trillion, as well as you need to give him rebirth fruits plus a specific mutation. Keep in mind that once you reset your shekels, you will only get 10 garden coins, which is actually my worst nightmare. Actually, this update kind of sucks right now. That's why I don't suggest doing it right now. Hopefully they can change it. Well, if you do plan on resetting your progress, in the shop, the first upgrade that you might want to focus on is the Save Slot upgrade, which currently has 1 in stock. It requires 50 garden coins, which means you need to reset 5 more times in order to get those coins. The others, such as pet, cosmetic, and plant inventory, which I don't really recommend, or if you have a lot of trillion shekels. There's also a new update in the crafting area. On the left side, you can see that you can now craft mandrake seeds. For those who have mandrake pets, you can now actually spam rot mutations on your garden. In the second table, we have a new one here, which is the Event Lantern, which is pretty neat. For those who want to teleport in the event area, another is the Glimmering Mutation Spray, in which you'll be needing for this event. Now for the main course of this evening, is the Fairy event. As you can see, there are 2 interactive things in the event area. Talking to this NPC will show you the upgrades, such as the Glimmer Multiplier, Roaming Fairy Spawn Amount, Fairy Event Duration, and Fairy Spawn Amount. I highly suggest increasing either the Fairy Spawn Amount so you can get more Glimmering Mutation, or the Roaming Fairy Spawn Amount, in which you can see these flying balls roaming around the map. Now for the pool area, there will be tasks that you have to complete to upgrade the fountain. It requires specific fruits that has Glimmering Mutation, or in some cases, the event fruits. Once you complete each of the tiers, you can make a wish and get the rewards depending on the tier you are in. The eggs and packs are only obtainable here, so you gotta grind for it. Once you complete all of the tiers, you have a chance to reset the tiers and task with points. There are several ways to apply Glimmering Mutations on your fruit. When you go offline for a few hours and join the game again, you can get the mutation on several random fruits, as you can see right here. Another is that you can use this Fairy Targeter that you can get from these tiers. Glimmering Spray from the crafting area, which is for me the best way to mutate specific fruits, and these Roaming Fairies when the fairy event is finished. That's all for this video. Hope you find this guide useful. Please leave a like and subscribe.